Here we go again. We're going to work with expressions and variables. Note, expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and mathematical operations that are typically separated by addition and subtraction symbols. An expression do not include any equal sign that would make it an equation. We want to evaluate an expression when x equals 9 and when y equals 1.5. So let's look at our first problem. Here in number 1, we have 35 minus x. What we want to do is copy down our problem and substitute in x with the number 9. Whenever you do any form of substitution, it's a good idea to draw parentheses to make sure that we follow all the order's operations, and it makes it easier to deal with negatives. So we're going to start simplifying. What ends up happening is we have 35 minus 9, and this will just end up being 26. And that's our answer in our first example. Let's look at a second example where we're finding the sum of x and y. We're going to draw parentheses whenever we replace a variable. So for y, instead, we're going to put 1.5, and for x, we're going to put 9. What we end up doing is adding 1.5 plus 9, and this will complete our expression. So for number 2, this will give us an answer of 10.5, and that's evaluating expressions. Let's look at a third example where we're going to involve multiplication. We're going to have 16, and then we're going to have our parentheses where we're going to replace the value of y. By doing this, we will guarantee that we recognize a number next to a parentheses. The operation is multiplication. 16 times 1.5 will give us the answer of 24. And that's the answer for number 3. Let's do 3 more examples involving expressions and variables. In our fourth example here, we have 54 divided by x. There's 2 ways to represent this, with a slash or in the fraction form. We still going to keep our numbers, right, our division sign, and we're going to do our best to stay consistent. Whenever we replace or substitute a variable, we should draw parentheses. What ends up happening is we just have 54 divided by 9, which gives us the answer of 6. In our next problem, we have 2 variables next to each other, x and y. This will indicate multiplication. One way we can see this happening is that when we're substituting in for the value of x, we should draw parentheses. And when we're substituting the value for y, we should draw another set of parentheses. When we have 2 sets of parentheses next to each other, this indicates we're working with multiplication. So 9 times 1.5 would give us 13.5, or 13 and 5/10. In our last problem, we're going to have x divided by y. We're going to continue our process of drawing parentheses whenever we want to substitute in a variable and copy down all operations before anything else. On the top, we're going to replace x with 9, and in the bottom, for our denominator, we're going to replace y with 1.5. We'll just divide 9 divided by 1.5 will give us the answer of 6. And that's our quick introduction to evaluating expressions and substituting in variables. That's it for now.